welcome back. Going to do the main quest line again now. We're up to the sad saint of the East End. It sounds like this sad saint guy that we met earlier in the hospital turned into some kind of vampiric beast and killed the shit out of some lady in the hospital, and then now he's back in his area, so we're gonna head over that way and see what's going on.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district.
I'm heading back. Look lively!
And fire tends to stick. And wounds a bit. Luckily that guy. I guess when you're biting someone, luckily you're kind of in an unbreakable frame there. They can't damage you, which I guess is nice. Kind of fake, but... Let's pick up our loot. Looks like there's another big boy down there.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them!
There. Shit. Okay, I'll learn to dodge here. Regen a little bit of the health back there. Okay, so did I see movement up here? I did.
Cross the leads, boys!
None of your sniping.
What you say?
Thirsty again, you jerk. Okay, once again, let's pick up all our loot, if there is any. Okay, not always. This is treasure. Okay, so yeah, it's right over here. This looks like a good idea because I believe right over in this area is the, what was it? I think that's where the bar was that I first stumbled into, which is this area here, and it says, yeah, Sean Hampton. That's the guy that we're going to look for, is the pillar of the area. So I've got some medicine I can give to this drunk dude if I see him again, because I don't want my stuff to go too low, because they said once it goes critical, everybody goes into hiding or dies, and tons of monsters on the street, etc. So for now, let's try and keep at least a little bit of order. And maybe not try to eat everyone. Alright, so where are we? Yeah, we want to cross. If I can go straight, let's see if this gate's open. Tis, yes. What the hell is this? People I don't know.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Ah, what an asshole.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
How topical.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck.
Yes.
You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Yeah, you know I'll eat you. Or you find out soon enough.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things that give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Okay. Ooh, all hint required.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Tom Watts is the bartender of the bar in this area that I was talking about.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Goodbye, Mr. Shithead. Anybody else up here while I'm scanning? Oop. Edwina Cox. He was just talking about her.
Foolish girl and her pretty principles. She's got no idea who she's dealing with.
Okay.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Maybe.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my Wet Boot Boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I don't want to say I'm not at all interested. That might close off some kind of story.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Okay,
Really?
we got a new investigation.
Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Side quest.
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go through this one
What
again
can
and
you tell
answer
me
that
about
other
your
one, or
work?
it's not gonna
I'm a
clear it out.
businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my Wet Boot Boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Yeah,
Gang
yeah.
member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt, or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
So you're a murderer as well as everything else. Lovely.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes.
I ate him.
The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
He was our first kill.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get everything you wanted from him. Both inside and outside the bedroom.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the Wet Boot Boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Well then. Okay, there.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Okay, personal questions. Oh wait, yeah, we did those. Cool, so let's just see what you got to sell.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Ugh. She doesn't have any of the good parts that we need. These are common parts. Bummer. I was hoping there'd be something cool. What's this? Grease. No, I got lots of that shit. Alright. Forgot. I wanted to look at her. Oh, she's level 5, Mez, and I'm only level 2. Got all her hints except for one. If that Digby guy's around, I need to talk to him again. Let's use my spider scan. Yeah, there he is, because I think we opened up a hint on him as well. And then we'll get back to finding the...
I must look a fool. Heartens me to know you can't see me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Why can't I talk to you? It must be a really good smoke.
You again. What do you want?
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Charming.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all for him.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
See ya, dude. Alright, now where's the bar? Let me look at my map a second, get our bearings. I think it's just right down here. Let's go find out. There's the drunk guy I needed to find. Hey, drunk guy.
These murders
Good
are
evening,
the work
sir.
of
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Okay, drinks.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Sure.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Okay, another side quest. That'll be good. We'll do that later.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Okay, we've talked to him about those. Any personal questions he's got? Okay, dreams.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure.
It's
I
not
wanted
bad.
things to change.
It's a little
To
slow,
really change. And a change for good.
but for when you feel like
Bigger the
playing
dream,
slow.
the
It's
harder
good.
the fall.
Let's see, what was that? Are you an idealist then? Yeah, this guy is just
Do you
cynical
really
as
think
hell.
the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
And might as well finish off
Sounds
the rest
like
of
you
this.
are an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Okay, new hands. Got that out. Now he's anarchistic youth.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
If his liver hangs in there.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Okay, we got all those. Yeah, I'll stop real quick while the conversation is, the tree is paused a moment. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game. The different powers are cool. I obviously don't have all the powers, because I've only eaten a couple people. And the experience is, you don't get much for, you can't really grind. There's not a lot to be gotten just from getting regular mobs. But I don't have it on hard or anything, so I just wanted basically the story, so I'm just playing through it. But it's not bad. It's got different, the mobs have different attack abilities. Some can, disappear, reappear, that kind of shit. And the storyline's not too bad. I find it can just get a little convoluted because if you're like me, I'm a side quest whore. I just love doing side quests, and I find occasionally I'll forget a little bit and have to go back and look like, why was I doing this in the first place when I get back to the main quest? So there's that, but I guess you can have that in any game, so it's not really a negative. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good enough. Kind of dated graphics, but story's cool.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint? I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
That's what I was
Goodbye,
gonna do.
Mr. Delaney.
Let's talk to the bartender. There's Tom.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
Yeah, or something.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Okay. Sounds pretty straightforward. Did he have any? Okay, he's got some new stuff.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad, thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure.
We're just talking about him.
Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Well, everybody has good stuff to say about him. Except he did eat that lady in a very messy way.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Sounds like these are good drinks just as likely to cause a problem.
What the hell? Can't go 2 minutes. Who's this clown shoe?
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a
Every time I
strange
look in
event?
the mirror.
More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton,
Shit.
vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
I have a feeling he hasn't seen any vampires outside of a novel.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Okie dokie. Okay. Ah, well. we already know where we're going, but let's...
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there... they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Yes, good hunting. What? Okay. Where are we going? Let's look at the map. Down by the pier, go over here. Bamf over to there. Go down this way. Seems simple enough. I'm sure I can screw it up. There's like no treasure laying around. Oh, there's a Bamf spot. Okay, use my senses. Yep. Large beast, level 22. And some shitheads. Alright. I'm gonna start my attack when I get in there with the old explodo
Over
attack.
there! There's one of them birdies!
I got 5 XP. This is definitely not the game for grinding mobs. Take quite a while. What's this? A door. Looks like the direction I want to go. But I feel like there's more to this place. No, maybe not. Alright, back out. Treasure in this area. Something over there.
This is despicable.
Locked from that side.
It's locked, all right.
Alright. Let's give us a little scan. Nothing so far. There's a blood trail. Jimmy the Spark Barlow. Okay, let's turn on our
Seems like the guard
shield.
of pre-words on Sean Hampton's trail.
Bloody monster! Die!
Ah, gotta use my claw. There we go, I did some damage.
Cross the leech, boys!
Alright, is everybody chill? Everybody's chill.
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Beastie. Okay, now that no one's trying to kill me, was there any other doors and treasure or anything over here? Nope. Okay, how about here? Yep. I'll take it. Anybody around? Somebody on the other side of a wall. Did that say Blinker Skull? Oh, Blinker Skull. Yeah, those are the guys that can teleport around. Great. This seems to be the direction. Check our map. Okay, the deal is we need to get in there. Yeah. That's not a door. Well, shit. Can I vamp up anywhere? Guess we're going down here. Got me some skulls down here. Sounds like there's a battle going on down there.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
I hate leeches!
If everybody can't get along, you're gonna have to take a nap. Treasure? Nope, can't go in the water. There's some more treasure. Anything I'm missing here? No. Oh, maybe this will bring us in the back way. Should probably scan my zone. Sure enough, ooh, fire execution.
Over there!
Yeah, I don't want Fireboy to have a chance to toast me. Oh, here comes somebody. Always upgrade your weapons. Okay, so yeah, let's go see if there's a... Oh, treasure. Let's go see if there's a way to open that gate from this side. Man, what's up here?
Put an end to you!
Sorry about your shelf. How close am I? Not super close. Let's go down there and take out those stupid guards. And then see where this pathway leads us. Hi guys, super move. God, that just feels so good. Okay, now we're heading down this way. Treasure? Well, it certainly looked like one of the treasure ones, but it's not. Where am I heading now? Oh, god damn it. This is not the way we want to go. Well, that gate's open. I hear the screams of the nasty. Quick scan. Okay, nothing was trying to kill me for a moment. How interesting. Okay. Unknown peoples.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Okay. Just put me in my place.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Fuck you too.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Well, I'm kind of unalive.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
What a bundle of sunshine.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Sounds like the Pre-One Guard. Bunch of dickheads.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Ooh, treasure.
It's locked.
What about this thing? That wasn't locked. Treasure? Treasure. More treasure.
What have we here? What's your holding, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
Is that still? Oh yeah, that's right. It's locked. Jeez. Oh, this is a new person.
You again? What do you want?
What?
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Why did it say unknown? Oh, it's that one.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Oh, hello, Lottie Paxton.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The Sad Saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the Sad Saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Lady, I will eat everything in this town.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
I was going to say that's where we are right now, I believe.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Okay, so now he's somewhere in the area. Let's explore the room. There's upstairs and downstairs. Where's that blood coming from? There's Sean. It's through that wall. Okay. I see him over there, but just in case I don't have the chip, folded letter. Folded paper. What the hell isn't it? Screw you. No, we should look at that. It might have been something important. Damn it. Okay, so it said folded paper. There we are. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I had never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. For years I have tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair. But in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer, and they still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for a salvation, for the light of Christ, and as long as they wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I'm now convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is a worse sin, to deliberately cast away hope from your own heart, or complacently bask in self-destruction. Okay, there's Buddy. Got some more treasure. Get out of the way. Man. Check this side of the room first. Bullets. Shillings. Shotgun shells. Okay, I think that's everything around here. Looks like it. Alright, let's talk to him. The hell did he go? There he is. Jeez. What's up, Sean?
Why the long face?
Oh shit. He's looking a little, moldy.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor,
Doesn't seem
so
to be
be
bugging
it.
him.
But
He's
I do
wearing
not fear
one.
the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Wonder why your kind's different.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
So you're kind of a ghoul. Interesting.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Oh joy, so now we have to go to the sewers to figure out if he's drinking blood or just eating meat as he claims. Yeah, screw it. Locate the sewers entrance. I wonder if it's down inside here. Oh no, it's way the hell over that way.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mother.
Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
Shut up. Oop, something back there. Treasure. Okay, well, let's head out to the main gate of his little enclave here, and then we'll go and try and find the sewer. Oh, it says give a dog a bad name. I guess this counts as a new quest, but to me it's just part of the same damn story. Alright. Gate is not locked, that's good. Okay, we should probably scan. Doesn't look like anything around here is gonna eat us. Must be getting close. 40 meters. Find the sewer entrance. Oh, it's probably down.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
There's a lot of screaming going on down below. Surprise! Okay. What the hell? Where is that coming from? Let's just leave. Alright. Made it into the sewers where somebody's getting killed. Now we play the loading game. Probably one of my very few dislikes in the game is the loading for areas that aren't that huge. But that's a minor quibble. It's a good time to take a drink, have a toke, whatever. And the sewer. Okay, so we located the sewer entrance. Explore the sewers. It's kind of vague. We can do that. Pick up more treasure while we're at it. Anyone down there? No. A locked gate? Who would have expected that?
I cannot enter.
Okay. Nothing else? No. Any treasure? Negative. Just farther down. What does this do?
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Okay, I'm starting to see something here. I can't close this because there's barrels there. Okay, it's sort of a puzzle. Nothing else up here. Let's head down. Okay. There's nothing down here, or am I missing something? Oh. There's some treasure. So we can't go down in the water from there. Some money. Oh, I can go over here. Alright. Sheesh. Treasure? Nope. Treasure. Okay, so we're in the water. Can I vamp up there? No. Where can I go anywhere down here? What the hell? Oh, I can. It's just being finicky. Fuck you. Okay. Can I go up? No. But I can go over here. Same up stuff, and fuck these barrels up.
That gate should shut properly now.
Alright, that's... Huh, didn't have to walk. That was nice. Okay, so shut this one. And shut this one. I'm gonna go down on this side real quick, see if it uncovered anything. Oh wait, no. What the hell? Okay, so did that really change anything? No. What the fuck? Is there a door around here I'm missing? No. Well, what was the point? Oh, okay, this side was... Why does that look like a switch? Is another handle? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to think here a second because I feel lost here. Neither of those need to be open. Sure as hell didn't change that, nor anything on that side. Well, shoot. This is probably something extremely obvious. There's no way to vamp over anywhere else weird, like, that's where I came in. Let's go back down the stairs a second. Or jump. Yeah, I can't vamp through it. What in the hell? Vamp up to that? Nope. Nothing I can do with that. Let's open this. Maybe just one side will be different. Nope. Now there's water down here. Actually, I think there always was. Has anything changed with this door shut? No. Can't go up. Anything. Yeah, no, that definitely drains the floor down there, so that seems like that's where I have to go, but... Nothing. Well, you know what? I feel like this is bugged. That door's probably supposed to be open. So I think I'm gonna stop it here and save it here. And then maybe, just maybe, see if this sucker will reload if the door's working. Cause yeah, I can't get shit to... Nowhere to fly. Nothing. Really weird. Okay. Yeah, well, it saved it when we came in the sewers, so it should be good. like our progress should be saved. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for now, and then we're gonna figure out what's going on. Because, oh, what's this shit? Never mind. Last damn thing. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't want to have to try and find a map online, because it kind of feels like giving away the plot sometimes. Thought I saw some red. Okay, well that's locked. Locked. Welded in place. Okay, safe for the moment. Check out some treasure. A bottle of alcohol. Boy, I got high blood pressure. Okay, so we're going this way. More blood spatters as we go. What's it over here? Okay, there's some rats, but I saw something bigger, I thought. Maybe not.
I have this
Fill up my
of
blood.
blood. I can't
There we
believe I'm doing this.
Oh, get over yourself. Is it breakable? No. Okay. Oh, now I know. Blood everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Ugh, another lock from this side.
It's locked.
Why am I jumping down here? Hey, it's Ascalon. The guy that threatened me. Vampire thing that threatened me.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity. Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name. Tear them apart and sell my blood to the pit. Foolish Ekon.
Well, now how do I get back up there? Guess I'll look around here for a few seconds while I'm here. Should be some kind of treasure.
I cannot enter.
Nope. Jack shit for treasure, and let's see, will it let me jump back up there? Nope. No bamfing powers for us. Well, there's one unlocked door. What was that back there?
At least one Skull escaped Fergal's wrath.
Oh. Tracking me down the skull, am I? I should actually heal myself. I've got plenty of blood. Which button? Left. There we go. Mostly healed. Do I go down this way, or I want to see what's up here. Hopefully I can get back. Maybe this goes back towards that walkway I jumped down from. Maybe I'm just getting lost. Is it a doorway? No. Let's go up. The hell are these people?
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Sewer skulls.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves, if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scout.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire Society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Skull. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
So there's all kinds of skulls living here.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
No?
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Okay.
Only Bridget says you are one to trust.
Keep your distance, Echo.
Well then. Mixed bag of scowls.
Your spell isn't nice, so sweet of blood.
You?
Ascalon has stalked us for ages upon ages.
Well, I just wasted one. There she is. Treasure? Treasure. Treasure. Any more? Wait. Right there. Perfect. Supremacy of Econs. It is no coincidence that Econs are the most eminent and most numerous of all vampires. Econs are the true aristocracy of immortals, and, if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay at the top of the food chain. Everywhere I traveled, I only met Econs assuming mortal lives or forming an immortal society. Econs are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong here. I have nothing against more exotic species like Volcod, who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful if properly canalized towards a clear goal. But they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Ascalon Club should only accept Econ of the highest lineage as members of its inner circle, depending on circumstances. Volcods could be accepted as war dogs or hunting hounds as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. From The Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Alright, let's talk to her. Hello, Harriet.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Ugh. It's not great.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Okay.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Alright, go talk to Sean, it says.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here? Amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen. The Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
A progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Sean Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Egon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Just follow the arrows, huh?
It's locked, all right.
Must have to go upstairs. Nope, that's not the way. Oh, there's an arrow. Okay. You guys talking yet?
You are one to trust.
I'm one to loot everything that's not nailed down, that's for sure. Shillings. There's the arrows. And out we go to the loading screen of doom. Well, it seems like the sad saint, Mr. Sean, whatever his last name was, Hampton or something? Anyway, it seems like he's telling the truth, and they're not ravening beasts, including him, though he has the capability for it. He knows I'm a vampire as well. Yeah, I'd say if it comes down to it, I will try and keep him where he is. I don't see any need to remove him. Though it's probably more XP to remove him if I devour him. Okay. Looks like there's only one way to go, so that's easy for not getting lost. Oh.
It's locked, all right.
Smorgasbord of yumminess. Shillings? Why, thank you. Ah, he's got all kinds of gup in here, and body parts everywhere. He said he was eating meat, so even that seems like he's telling the truth, because I sure as hell don't leave bodies laying around like that. Butchered and whatnot.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the scars, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skull now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
I guess I could turn him into a full vampire. But I think he's better off eating ghoul meat like he is.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Well, thank you. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm now gone up to Mesmerize level 3. Alright, well that was him. Let's see if he has any regular conversation crap. Oh, he's busy doing stuff. What you doing there, bub? I guess we come back to him at a later date. Alright. So we finished the...
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Okay, I don't want to do that yet because I think I want to cut the video here. So we'll cut it here, and then when we come back, we'll either start Red River's quest or do some of the side quests for the region. So yeah, there we are. So, got through the Sad Saint. Turned out to be a skull, but a good ghoul. For now, at least. And, yeah. Interesting. And we got to Mesmerize level 3 now, so that'll be good for if we decide to eat some more people. Alright, thanks for watching, and as always, have a good night.